What's the biggest promise you made that actually broke you? When I was 10 years old, my dad made me a promise that changed my entire life. He looked me right in the eyes and said, "If you keep your grades up, I'll make sure you get to college, no matter what." I believed him completely. From that moment on, I lived for school. While my friends Tyler and Becca were out partying on weekends, I was home studying. When they all went to homecoming, I stayed home to work on my history project. I even skipped prom because I didn't want to waste money on a dress when I could save it for textbooks instead. My weekends were spent at my part-time job at the grocery store, bagging groceries and stocking shelves. Every dollar I made went straight into my college fund. When my manager offered me more hours, I took them. When he asked if I could work double shifts, I said yes. My hands were always stained from pricing stickers, and I smelled like the deli section most days. Dad would check my report cards like they were lottery tickets. Every A made him beam with pride. "That's my girl," he'd say. College material right there. When I brought home my acceptance letter to State University with a partial scholarship, he actually cried. He kept showing it to everyone at the hardware store where he worked. The day before I was supposed to start classes, we sat at the kitchen table with all the financial paperwork spread out. The tuition bill was right there in front of us, $8,500 for the first semester after my scholarship. Dad stared at the paper for what felt like forever. Then he said the words that shattered everything. "There's no money." I laughed at first because I thought he was joking, but his face was stone serious. "What do you mean there's no money? You've been saving for 8 years. That's when Mom walked in from the laundry room. She'd been doing laundry a lot lately, I realized. Always busy, always avoiding conversations. She sat down, and the look on her face told me everything before she even opened her mouth. "Your father has been gambling," she said quietly. "The money's gone. All of it." The room started spinning. Dad had been going to what I thought were work meetings every Tuesday and Thursday night. Turns out he'd been at the casino, not just our savings. He'd taken out 3 different loans using our house as collateral. We were 2 months behind on the mortgage. "I kept thinking I could win it back," he whispered. "I thought I could double it, triple it even. Make college easier for you." I felt like someone had punched me in the stomach. 8 years of saying no to everything fun. 8 years of working until my feet hurt. 8 years of believing in a future that never existed. I tried everything to fix it. I picked up a 3rd job at a gas station. I applied for every scholarship I could find, even ones for left-handed students or people whose last names started with M. Nothing was enough. The deferral letter from the university felt like a death certificate. All my friends left for college in August while I stayed home working at a warehouse, loading trucks from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. My back ached constantly. My hands got cut up from the boxes. I wore the same 3 uniforms in rotation because I couldn't afford new clothes. For 6 months, I couldn't even look at Dad. Every time I saw him at dinner, all I could think about was how he'd stolen my future, how he'd lied to my face for years while destroying everything we'd worked for. When I finally saved enough for community college 2 years later, I wasn't the same person anymore. I was angry, tired, and felt like I'd lost something I could never get back.